What's up, everybody? Spitball Media. We're here every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time, Central for those like Drew Yari in Texas. But, you know, that's how we roll. I'm B Show Brian. What's up, Shah?
What's going on, brother? Back for another week.
Another week and maybe another snowstorm coming, dude. I'm
not,
over
man.
this shit. I don't know about you.
Yeah, so our area, nothing is melted at all. In fact, like the top layer sheet is complete ice. So it's like 2 inches of ice on top of all the snow. And my dog is really, really struggling, like taking shits outside, because he just won't do it on like a pavement or anything. He wants to actually like walk on like, you know, the grassy area that he's used to, and it's all covered in ice and snow. So the parts where people have walked, it's like gigantic ditches compared to his size. So when he's walking around, he's just constantly just fucking falling all over the place. And he's old now, man. So it like hurts his joints because he can't just like take spills all the time. So it's been a pain in the ass. I have to kind of like pick him up and move him across, put him on land, put him on snow. So I'm like I'm his transporter at the moment. But yeah, I'm gonna hate this snow. I don't know if we're getting more. I'm about to check it right now, because if we are, fuck that.
Yeah, dude. That's how I felt. I felt like your pug when I was in Pittsburgh this weekend, and I feel bad. Rich Dow was trying to help me out, but I was kind of. He took the place of the city of Pittsburgh for me, because I'm texting like, "Fuck this city. This place is fucked up." Like it's not terrible if it wouldn't be for like the crosswalks that are still snow covered. Except, and I got some big ass feet, dude. You've met me. I'm a big guy, but like barely enough room for like one of my feet to walk through. That's the width of the path, and the crosswalks. There was still like ice and snow and shit. Fucking terrible. I don't know why anyone like. I was walking with a buddy of mine, and I said, man, when I was in my 20s, I don't know why I didn't come to Pittsburgh ever, because it's kind of a cool city. And then after walking like back and forth to hotels and parking garages for a day in, you know, -5 with snow and mess everywhere, not being able to find parking, I figured out why. Yeah, it's shitty. And I might do a bonus show, but I was talking to Rich about, I don't know, doing a Pittsburgh show with him and kind of fucking around with that. Oh, and before I forget, sorry. John is on assignment tonight. He is not with us. He's with us in spirit, but he will be back next week, and we will be together this weekend to record the Q&A for you guys, which is only available on Patreon. Oh, what are you looking at, Sean?
You see this, Show? This is New York City. Look at this. Look at all the snow, man. This is like days after the snow. It's complete ice.
Yeah, that was kind of what it was like in Pittsburgh, dude.
What are you signing? They haven't taken the trash for weeks. The trash is literally just covered in snow now. This is insane, man. If we get look at this. This is a mess. New York City looks like shit right now.
Yeah.
I thought Philadelphia was bad. Look at this mess, man.
New York City. So Pittsburgh didn't have the garbage problem, but yeah, there was.
Yeah, look at this clip.
And the snow patrol.
Look at this dumb idiot. Look at this. He's just dumping in the middle of the street. What the hell is he doing? Yo, look at this clip, bro. This is the dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Look at this. This is New York City, people. What are they doing? Look at this. Look at this. Picks a whole bunch up, dumps it in the middle of the street. It's not in the middle of the street, and he dumps it purposely in the middle of the street.
He's getting paid by the hour, dude. That's what he's doing.
Why? Why would you do this? This is the dumbest. I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on in New York City, man. But yeah. So stupid.
Oh my God. Yeah, it was cold, man. And like I'll tell the story with Rich. I don't think it'd be funnier because he'll know what I'm talking about. Beautiful city. A mess, absolutely a mess. I don't know how anybody lives down there or works down there, but thanks to everybody in the chat for joining us tonight. We got Drew Yari in the house. What's up, Drew? We got Hey Now, Rich Dow, who we just spoke about a minute ago. We got Coke Hogan. We got Chris Matthews. What's up, Chris? We got Donald Q. Stoney Esquire. We got Joe Punches. What's up, man? We got Marquise Johns. What's up, Marquise? Marquise knows what it's like to live in a big city. He's from the Detroit area. Like, I'm about 45 minutes away. Cleric of Chaos is with us. How you doing, brother? And as far, I think it's everyone. People still peeling in. Lots of shit going on. So to take our mind off of some of the craziness. What should we get to first? Because I was gonna lead in with like the craziness of getting away from all the Epstein news coming out. You want to go Billie Eilish first? Or do you want to go A24?
I think let's go with the Billie Eilish, whatever the fuck her name is. Let's
I say Eilish just to be a dick. It is Eilish, I guess. All right, so Why don't you set this one up? Because you're the one who brought this to my attention since I've been unplugged from social media, basically.
Do you have the actual clip?
I can try to find it.
Yeah. So I didn't obviously watch the Grammys, but I was just curious because I know a lot of people tend to speak out at these like gigantic public events as far as like celebrities. So obviously a bunch of people said free Palestine and out with ICE. There was a huge like thing against ICE. A lot of celebrities spoke out against ICE. Natalie Portman, another one, and Billie Eilish. She went up there. And she kind of went off, man. She kind of went off, and there's been a lot of backlash. So if we want to play this clip real quick, I haven't seen much from the Grammys, but this was all over the internet.
On land.
She's referencing ICE. She's wearing an ICE-like thing.
And yeah, it's just really hard to know what to say and what to do right now. And I feel really hopeful in this room, and I feel like we just need to keep fighting and speaking up and protesting, and our voices really do matter, and the people matter. And I say sorry.
All right, so they bleeped her out on this, but she really said "fuck ICE," right? That was the message.
Right.
Okay.
She said everybody belongs on stolen land. Fuck ICE. Which she's right. She's right. Protests do matter and these voices do matter, which is why I was purposely looking out for clips on the Grammys, because not to get into a whole different topic, but 90,000 of my people have died and not a single celebrity has said anything, which is very ironic because people were talking about Palestine, people were talking about Ukraine, all these other things happening, all these celebrities all over, but when it comes to us, silence, nothing, not a single soul was saying it. Even Bernie Sanders, bro. Bernie Sanders, if a dog has diarrhea in his neighborhood, he will tweet about it and feel like, you know what I mean? Like, he'll have empathy for that. 90,000 of us died, and this guy can't even fucking tweet a single, like, I don't know. That's bizarre to me because out of everyone, that's the first one I went to. I was like, yo, Bernie's got it. There's no way Bernie didn't say anything. This guy was in the middle of, all the civil war protests and all that shit, like civil rights movements and all that. Where's he at? Nowhere to be found. Insane. It's absolutely fucking insane. But yeah,
dogs who can't shit need help. What about Iran, Bernie? No more questions. Bye. Got to go. Like, what the fuck?
Exactly.
What's going on?
Yeah. By the way, one celebrity has said something, and that's Mr. Bean. Shout out to Mr. Bean. That's one of my favorite people out there. I fucking love Mr. Bean.
Rowan Atkinson stepped up for Iran.
Yeah, man. Shout out to fucking Mr. Bean, man. And I'm not just saying that because of what he said. I've mentioned it on the show before. I'm a huge Mr. Bean fan. It's like one of my favorite, shows when I was growing up. I still have fucking Mr. Bean. I still have all the episodes. He's got a special place in my heart, man. Shout out to Mr. Bean.
It's always the weird guys, like Mr. Bean's cool. John sent me a clip a couple weeks ago of it was Weird Al covering "Killing in the Name of" by Rage Against the Machine, and like not a joke, not a parody, just a straight like at a concert performing. I don't know if it's with Rage Against the Machine or with his band, but like John said it to me, like, yeah, dude, Weird Al's the shit. He's down. Like, think about that.
How old is he now?
Weird Al probably 60.
Yeah, he's got to be in his 60s. Yeah.
Think about this long shot, right? Dude's a genius, graduated high school probably in his teens. He was a fucking architect. And he said, nah, I don't want to be a rich architect. I'm going to go make parody songs about food and fat people and cover pop songs. And the dude's success, rich, famous. Like, no one could have called that shit.
That's kind of how those guys are from Good Mythical Morning. Rhett and Link, I think Rhett and Link. You know those guys?
Mm-mm.
You don't know Good Mythical Morning? No, really?
No.
So it's like one of the OG YouTube channels, and they're like one of the largest YouTube channels out there. So they do like a daily morning show, and both are like engineers. Like they they're like educated, and they ended up being YouTubers that fucking eat disgusting food all day. So it's kind of interesting, and they're millionaires, dude. They have a whole fucking team. Like they're really, it's like an actual fucking business. It's not just like two dudes sitting in a living room.
That's funny. Now, getting back to the point you brought up, apparently people aren't happy with Billie Eilish's comments, and it's not who I would have expected. So apparently, I'll let you take it again, but like, You tell me that like Native American people were pissed off, or was it people pissed off on behalf of Native American people?
I think it was Native Americans and people on behalf of Native Americans. I think it was both.
Oh shit, she got Dutch Jord on that one. That sucks.
Yeah, I think it was both because I saw clips of Native Americans talking about it. You know.
Oh my god, I'm trying to find the right because I see like Republican senators says you'll call. Oh, okay, here we go. And we're not taking sides here, people. We're just presenting it as it is. But according to The Hill, GOP Senator Eric Schmidt said Billie Eilish should give up her Grammy Award after the singer. Okay, so let's cover this angle first. Look, I'm sick of old, like, boomer-ass, sensitive snowflake assholes who would have called other people snowflakes 5 years ago. There's a senator saying that because she said fuck ICE, she should give her Grammy back. That's a little bit harsh. I think Billie Eilish ought to give the Grammy back and probably her mansion, which I guess is on stolen land too. It's ridiculous. These people are completely out of touch, so whatever.
Yeah, but like my whole thing is this whole stolen land thing, right? Like, how far do we go back? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, this technically, do we give it back to Adam and Eve, man? Like, how far do we go back? You know, like wars happen. People conquer land. People buy land. And like it's just life, bro. Iran used to own half of the world. Egypt used to rule half of the world. The Greeks used to rule half of the world, bro. This is just life. You got to move on, man. You know, I'm sorry. That's just life, bro. It's a shame that people lose land, but like that's what happens with war and conquest. That's life. You know. Same thing with like Israel. People complain about like what happened with Israel and how they conquered land. Well, they got it through war. they bombed the Arabs that bombed them, and they fucking won. What do you want them to do, man? Like, it's just life, bro. That's life. You know. Same way with like Iraq when they attacked us. They were trying to take land. That's what people do. You know. Not so much anymore because there's rules and regulations. Kind of. But, back in the day, it was the fucking Wild West, dude. You showed up with an army and you took over land. That's just what life was. Mm-hmm. We were barbaric, bro. We were animals. Life was harsh back then, bro. You can't expect these, like, fucking, I don't want to get too political, but you can't be this in a liberal mind state, dating back to 300-400 years ago, bro. They didn't give a shit 300 years ago, man. Who gave a fuck? Nobody cared.
No, we were giving SARS blankets to Native Americans. You know what I mean?
Oh, they misled the Native Americans and backstabbed them. It's the art of war, man. That's what people did. Like, if you fall for, I'm sorry. That's just what people did, man.
Well, here's the weird thing. I think we should be able to like admit, yes, it's fucked up, but that's how it happened, and then like call cut, like end scene, and say like, all right, from this day forward, we're not going to do that shit. We need to like accept this is what happened. We'll work on like making it right going forward and making sure that shit doesn't happen again. Because like that's when these assholes like, and I can't say Eric Schmidt, I don't know his politics, but like that's when people bring in like, now they're fighting over, okay, well that's what happened 100 years ago, so we don't need to keep talking about what happened. It's like, no, we need to keep talking about that it happened. Be aware that's the shit that happened so it doesn't happen again. But like, all right, we can't do anything about it now physically. Like, what are we going to do? We're going to go all the way back to Alexander the Great and pay like restitution to his family because his empire folded. Like,
man,
like you said, how far back we're going to go?
Man. Fuck Alexander the Great. Fuck that bastard.
Was he one of the conquerors of Persia?
He's the one that took us down, man. Fuck him. They got drunk and they took over Persepolis. Persepolis, that's how you say it in English, but yeah. They got drunk. The Greeks came through one night and they burned everything down in Iran. Caught them off guard. Yeah, it's crazy because we, not to get into a whole historical aspect of it, but like during that time, Cyrus the Great, he's our main leader. That's the one that like everybody worships. That's Iranian. That's our fucking like Jesus, basically. Cyrus the Great, he actually freed. Without him, there would be no Jews. Because at the time the Jews were all conquered, so they were all prisoners and slaves. He came through and conquered all the land, essentially in the Middle East. Even some of Africa, Europe, and then he freed all the Jews and sent them back to Judah. That's when they built the second temple. So that's why a lot of the Jewish people you'll see now today, they're saying like, yo, we want to return the favor to Iran. We're willing to take the bombs because without them, there would be none of us because he freed us. And he was the first person that literally freed all slaves. made them like just regular citizens. Again, fact check me. Look it up, people. This is all facts. You know, I know my history when it comes to my country.
I'll take your word for it. But
no, I'm just saying anybody
like,
that's listening, you know, anybody that, you know.
Well, okay. So how about this then? I understand where Billie Eilish is coming from. She's young. She's influential. She's got money. Now she's got a platform. She's getting a Grammy. She's on national television. And she's got a clip that's going viral. And she's saying something that's not wrong. It's not wrong. And I do think a lot of people take it for granted. But, like, where do you draw that line? Because we talked about Mick Foley on Patreon a couple weeks ago. And someone, you know, I think we had a lot more to say than this point. But basically, someone had said, someone speaks up for something and you're telling them just to shut up and wrestle, basically. And it's like, I think we were a little bit more nuanced than that. We had a lot more to say than that, although that did come up at some point. But then we were vindicated because now Foley just did a video where, like, he lost 100 pounds and he's going on this tour and people think he's going to, like, do a retirement match now. So, like, is that why he really spoke up at this time? Because he knew he had, like, a PR thing coming up?
Right.
So, like, where's the line between celebrities being assholes and being pretentious? Because you're right, they're not saying anything about Iran. They don't know the history of all this shit. They say things that are ignorant. Where's that, like, when should the celebrities, like, shut the fuck up and just sing? And when is it okay for them to speak up? That's my thing. Because, like, I kind of admire it at some point, but at the same time, it's like, shut the fuck up. I don't know.
I think if you're educated on the subject matter, you should speak up, but you should do your due diligence before you talk about it. You know, because, like, again, what she's saying, like, where do we stop? Where's the red line? Like, how far do we go back? Everything is stolen land, bro. Everything is. What is not? Should we give Texas and California back to Mexicans? We bought it from. Should we give it back? I mean, how far do you go back, bro? You know, should the French go back and take Haiti? They conquered it. Should they just go back right now and just take over? What about Africa? You know, we had the whole Middle East. Should we just kick all the Arabs out and say, oh, we used to have this 1,500 years ago. It's ours. Well, no, they were shitty. They killed a bunch of people, just like, you know, we did to the Native Americans. But that's the sad truth of it, bro. It's just life. Nothing's ever going to be fair, bro. People try to make life fair. It's never going to be fair, bro. That's just what. The sooner you accept that, the easier life will get for you, bro. If you're a kid that's going to starve in Ethiopia, you did nothing wrong, bro. It's just bad luck. And millions of people will have that. Billions, in fact. More than half the world probably lives in misery. And that's just a reality of it, bro. You can't save everyone. You know, you can't just open all borders and say everyone is welcome. You just can't do that. It's just not. No country does that. They're doing it right now in Spain and UK, and it's a shit show. Look, fucking Europe is going to be the Middle East, bro, in 15 years. I'm telling you this, because they're falling for the same shit that we fell for, you know. And then you have all these celebrities speaking up about it and almost like marketing this is like, oh, you have to tolerate this, otherwise you're a piece of shit. It's like, dude, from people that experience that, I'm telling you, you're not a piece of shit. You're inviting something you don't want. You're inviting fire into your house, bro. You know, and I'm just slowly speaking on, you know, the extreme Muslims that are coming here. But, you know, imagine, like, you know, they're coming to America and they're having, like, Hamas protests and they're saying death to America at these protests. Like, how can you co-sign that, bro? How can you co-sign that? You know,
well, I mean, even taking a step back from that, like, do you leave your front door open at night, unlocked, wide open? No. Why? Because raccoons could get in. Someone looking for, you know, money could get in. Someone looking for guns could get in. People, whatever. Like, bad shit happens when you don't secure your people. So, I think that's, you know, a lot of people I have talked to who are in favor of a lot of that stuff. They live with this, like, utopian idea in mind that, like, the world should be perfect and everyone should be nice and it's like, dude, you go out and you compete for a job right now. If you don't think people are gunning for you, like, my wife used to watch American Idol and they're all competing for, like, $1 million contract and they're holding hands and hugging and shit. I'm like, what the fuck are you hugging for? Like, they're not going to eat tomorrow if they go home. So it's great that we should want to be better people. But to your point, it's to the ridiculous end. Like, okay, no borders, just welcome everybody in. Then there's, you know what I mean? Like the anarchist shit never made sense to me. I had some anarchist friends, but like, yeah, man, I don't know, because it's tough. It is tough because like you want to applaud people for like the Foley thing we talked about. You want to applaud people for, you know, trying to use the voice or whatever they've been given or their platform to try to change the world, but like half the time it's dumb people.
Yeah, I just think a lot of people are almost like falling for like socialism and communists, you know, because like, yeah, they might promise free shit all across the board, and oh, everybody will get free this and free that. You're giving up rights for that, bro. That's how dictators take over. It's happened just look at history. It's every time it's happened. I'm not saying America's gonna fall for that. I don't. There's too many guns in this country for anybody to really take over in that fashion. Like, there's never gonna be a dictator in America. Maybe someday, not in our lifetime. You're not gonna see it, you know. But other countries, they should be worried. Like the way like Europe is moving, bro. It's fascinating to me in the most like depressing way, because I'm just like, how are you guys going backwards, bro? You know, it's 2026. We have internet. You guys can study history at the palm of your hands, and you guys are falling for the same shit that destroyed a whole region. You guys are literally inviting that in and promoting it, you know, in your school. And it's all about money, bro. It's just because, and that's the sad reality of it, bro. Nothing will ever be fair, and the more money you have, the more power you have, and that's going to dominate everything. Nothing else matters. That's what it is, bro. You know, you look at Saudi Arabia, they just donated like $1 trillion to America, over $1 trillion, you know. You look at why they're not attacking Iran. Well, it's because the Arabs are applying pressure, because now America kind of owes them. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. That's the same thing with Europe. They're donating a shit ton of money to Europe. Look it up. Look how much Saudi Arabia is donating to UK. They're funding the shit out of them. So now they feel like they owe them. How do you give back? Oh, let us spread Islam in your country. That's how you can pay us back. And that's why you also see a lot of times right now, and this is just my theory, right? Like, I have no factual evidence for this, but it makes sense in my brain. So all these, you know, Angelina Jolie and, you know, Natalie Portman, every single person that's behind this, like, free Palestine and free this and free that and free everybody, you know, they're trying to make Muslims look like victims, you know. The hell is that shit?
I have no idea.
Yeah, see, you got the Arabs. They follow me everywhere, bro. It's got Arabian shit in his name. But that's basically, yeah. Get them out of here, bro. Fuck out of here, bro. You know, you can hit me up on Twitter, man. I'll if you guys want smoke, bro. Just hit me up on Twitter. You need to follow me on my show here.
Yeah, if you follow
I don't know why.
Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, they just send me dick pics all day, bro. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know why they do this. They send me dick pics all the time. It's the weirdest fucking thing. You know? It's the weirdest fucking thing, bro. I'm at war, like, digitally with the world right now, bro. On Twitter. Yeah, you go on my Twitter.
So I was going to let everybody know, if they haven't been able to find you lately, it's because you got, you know, kindly asked to not come back to Facebook and Instagram, right?
Yeah, I got kicked off of Facebook and Instagram. Well, Instagram, but they're connected, so they kicked me right off, you know?
Is that permanent, or have you gotten any word back from
Yeah, I would have to get a new number. Yeah, it's permanent. Yeah. Yep.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, man. I forgot what I was saying. I got distracted by the whatever the fuck that said.
I almost said the hijacker. It's ironic.
No pun intended. Hijacked our show, man.
I didn't mean it like that, but okay. Yeah, this video is not ever going to be monetized. Oh Lord.
You'd be surprised. Yo, I don't know. It's crazy, like, how invested they are, bro. Like, on Twitter, my shit blows up like all the time. You know, you just go on my Twitter and look at my responses. Look how many death threats I get every day, bro, from them. This is like constant. My DMs look crazy as far as them just sending me death threats and voice notes speaking Arabic. I'm like, bro, I don't understand what you're saying, man. Leave me alone. Go worry about your own shit, man. Leave me the fuck alone, bro. I can't check my messages, brother. Oh, you mean on Twitter? I don't check them because I get death threats all day, bro. I'll check it, though. I just don't check my Twitter messages because it's never anything good anymore. You know.
Yeah, I've
But if
noticed
you're
that
saying
too.
keep your messages, I'm not on Facebook, bro. I lost my Facebook.
I think
I don't have any social media, Rich Dow, other than Twitter.
Because I even noticed with X, I might have talked about this a while ago too. Like, I don't know, man. Slowly, ever since the changeover, I don't know if it's because of everybody that I followed left there for like Blue Sky and stuff like that. But like, to me, it's bad wrestling takes, and it's just shit I don't want to see. Like, I never go to X anymore, or Twitter, or whatever you want to call it, and I find almost nothing of value other than like Bloody Disgusting or trailers that are out there. That's it.
Yeah, I used to have a Threads to Drew Yori, but that's connected to Instagram, so I'm also banned on Threads. So 3 things actually. But yeah, I'll check my chat later on. I'll get back to you.
All right. So what is Threads? Is it like Instagram's version of Twitter?
Kind of, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's just not solely based on and focused on images. You can do like posts, you know. But for the most part, people are just posting images. It's really the same thing. I don't really see the difference, to be honest with you. It's just the layout is a little bit different, but same shit, really. You know?
From the Dungeon TV, we don't usually talk about wrestling, but he wants to know if... Shah, here's a question for you. Do you think CM Punk is going to beat Roman Reigns at WrestleMania?
That's the WrestleMania match, I assume? Is that...
Yeah, they're teasing it. They gave the Rumble to Roman Reigns and CM Punk as champion.
I mean, I'll just take a walk. I haven't watched wrestling in a long time. I'm going to say CM Punk just because I feel like Roman Reigns wins all the time at WrestleMania. So just to switch it up. And I'm assuming CM Punk's the babyface, right?
Yeah. Technically, they're both, or tweeners, or whatever. They're kind of being weird about it right now.
Oh, so Roman Reigns isn't part of the... What was their little club called? Their little gang? What was it called?
The Bloodline.
Yeah, the Bloodline. Is that still a thing?
No, not really.
Oh.
Yeah. Be glad you're checked out. I watch like the big events and then wonder why I do that, because half the time I'm disappointed.
What about Jacob Fatu? Is he doing anything?
They brought him in and got him hot and then didn't do anything with him. And he's just kind of around now.
Well,
He's like the guy where like they'll kind of heat him up and do some interesting shit, and then he'll take a loss to someone big, from what I can tell. But
he's like the new like Dolph Ziggler.
Just like not quite. You know what it is? He's the guy that like they don't want to push him yet because they have like 3 people in mind that they really like, but they want to like keep him in the mix so that by the time they finally just overexpose him, then they'll be like, all right, now we want you to be the champion, and then no one's gonna care.
I really like Jacob Fatu, man. I met him. I hosted him at one of the shows that I did, and he was like real big into hip hop, so we just like really connected over that. And he was real cool, man. Like any show that I saw him, he always like immediately like recognized me and said, "What's up?" Well, probably because I paid him, so I'm sure he probably recognized me because I paid him. But you know, obviously I made my money back, so there's no hard feelings, you know. But you know, he's a cool guy, man. I was super happy for him that he got signed. Yeah, I was hoping he was going to be like in the like main event or something. I thought he was doing like big things.
Well, according to Drew and From the Dungeon, who asked the question, the rumors that him, Drew McIntyre, and Cody Rhodes are going to be in a 3-way for the WWE Championship.
Oh, that's cool.
Although Roman Reigns came out and shit in Drew McIntyre's mouth this Monday, which made him look stupid. But anyway.
I don't like Drew, man. I would rather see just Cody and Jacob Fatu 1-on-1. I don't really like triple threat matches at WrestleMania, to be honest with you.
I don't either.
Yeah, I don't like them. It's not been too many great ones. There was obviously the one with Benoit, Eddie, and who else was in it? It was a triple threat.
It was Benoit, HBK, and Triple H.
Okay, yeah. For some reason, I thought Eddie Guerrero was in one. Wasn't he? Someone in the chat, was there a big 3-way with Eddie Guerrero at WrestleMania?
I don't think so, because maybe you're thinking because Eddie came out and congratulated him that night.
That's probably what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's probably what I'm thinking about. Yeah.
Man, you guys got us talking about wrestling tonight. Holy shit.
Yeah, man. It's kind of an off-the-cuff show, man. We're just kind of bullshitting. So, you know, if you guys got any weird questions, any topics you want us to talk about, feel free.
Yeah, if there's anything you guys want us to get into, drop them in the chat because we have another topic we wanted to get to. I didn't know a good way to segue it though. Something we talked about, I don't know, a couple months ago when it first was rumored. There was, I don't want to call it a bidding war, but I guess just a rumor of rights negotiations. A24 has won out on the bids for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre franchise rights, and a TV series is in the works from JT Molnar, Glenn Powell, and Roy Lee. I thought A24 is a weird choice for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, but given the whole dynamic with like the family and the surreal aspect of it, I think it kind of fits, man.
Yeah, I know it's getting a lot of backlash. Again, obviously I'm not on social media, but through YouTube, I'm watching a lot of like content creators talk about it. I'd say 98% of it has been negative. Actually, 100% of it. I think I'd feel confident to say 100% of the reviews I've seen has been negative, that we don't want to see like A24 do anything with Texas Chainsaw. Obviously, I'm somewhat of a A24 apologist. I don't shy away from that. I'm obviously a big fan. I think they're going to do great with this, dude. I would understand if people were a little worried if it was, I'd be more concerned if it was like Halloween or, Friday the 13th, that one I'm kind of like, I don't know about that. Texas Chainsaw though, I think they're going to kill this dude, especially if it's a TV show and they can take their time. Like they're going to fucking kill it.
Like when I think of A24 and even Neon to some extent, it's not just like elevated horror, like they say. They delve into the surreal. Like what's that movie you watched? Keeper? That was a Neon movie, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
So I still haven't seen Keeper yet, but movies like that.
I haven't seen it yet. I got it. I haven't seen it yet. I got Shelby Oaks. You're thinking of Shelby Oaks.
Okay.
That was
John saw.
Yeah.
Well, like all these movies that have come out, like Long Legs and all this stuff, like they are kind of trippy in a way, surreal. They bend reality, and I think like when I think of A24, it didn't click with me at first. I'll be honest with you. I thought A24, this is a story about like cannibalistic backwoods fucking inbred hillbillies in Texas. Like what does A24 have to do with that? But then I remembered the dinner scene in that first movie with the girl tied to the chair and the families around her like screaming at her and laughing, and they're putting the mallet in the grandpa's hand and like lifting it up so he can like hit with it, and he's so old and feeble he can't do it. Like that entire scene is nightmarish. With that in mind, man, that is right up A24's alley to do some weird shit with that, because I think every interpretation, except for maybe the ones in the middle, have drifted in. It was like serious in the first one, but surreal. Then it was like kind of comedy, and then with the newer ones, it went back to being more straight ahead and more brutal. I don't think we've seen them, since the first or second one, really veer way the fuck off into crazy town. So I'm interested to see how they do it, as opposed to a straight ahead, like brutal, bloody mash 'em up.
Don Stoney says, elevated Leatherface. That's a great list. You know what, man? I think Texas Chainsaw has gone through so many different variations. Like you mentioned, it's had the comedy version. The second one was like, yeah, I like it, but it threw me off the first time I saw it because I was like, what? Like, what the fuck is happening here? And the Next Generation and the third, they're pretty bad. They're not great movies. The reboot from 2003 or 6 was really good. And then I think the beginning was okay. I didn't like the way Leatherface looked in the beginning though. And then 3D was middle of the road. I hated Leatherface, which was like the prequel, like his childhood and stuff. I hated that fucking movie. And then, we had the Netflix one, which I liked, but it didn't really feel like a Texas Chainsaw movie, With A24, I think I'm okay. I'm ready for like a different take on Texas Chainsaw. And, visually, I think it's going to be very similar to what they did with like X, which I liked, So I think they're going to stay true to that like grindhouse feel of it, which I think A24 will be much better than like a Blumhouse or somebody else. Blumhouse is going to make it look polished and clean. I think A24, if they're tied to it, they're going to do their homework and make sure it's like, the core fan base is going to be happy with the outcome. So I'm okay with it, man. I'm excited for it.
And see, that's a weird thing too, because like I'm sitting here thinking surreal, but you're reminding me like Pearl, X, Maxine. Those are pretty straight ahead. I wouldn't say all slasher, but pretty straight ahead, realistic, real world horror movies. Especially X, yeah, X-Men, right on the same track with them being on the plantation and shit. So I don't know why people are upset. I think there's a lot of people who are just mad because anything's going to be different or they don't like the styles. And I think, like John said last week, we were talking about how horror movies are better today. They're better made, better acted, better produced than they were in the 80s. And I think people want things to be that gritty, old, kind of shitty 80s sometimes. If it's new, it's not as good, but that's not necessarily the case, man. But like, here's my question for people who don't. Yeah, Glenn Powell's producing. Drew Yari says, "What's up, Dirk? Dirk's in the house." From the Dungeon brings up a point because my question was going to be to the people who don't think A24 is good for this, right? I don't know if you have any in mind. He brings up Nightmare on Elm Street, that they need to make a Nightmare on Elm Street TV show. I've seen people on social media saying they're sick of watching horror movie reboots turn into limited series. If A24 would do other franchises, doesn't have to be big ones, who could you see them being good at producing, whether it's a show, a movie, whatever? Like, is there anyone that really fits that and you think people would really respect?
Off top of my head, I would love to see A24. There's two that I want to mention. I would love to see them do The Fly as like a TV show. That's technically a franchise. It's had 4 movies,
Wow.
I think they would be really good with The Fly. And then the other one is The Ring. I know The Ring is eventually going to get remade. And if anyone's going to do it, I'd feel safer watching A24 take a stab at it. Because that's kind of like almost like an A24 type of movie. You know what I mean? Like The Ring, I can see them redoing something like that. Even though they don't really do remakes, like, these horror properties that they're taking on, this is their first, time doing remakes at all. But yeah. Hey, now Rich Dow says, I need a Wendigo series. I would love to see that, man. Like anything with the occult and, I love that type of shit. So
I did some research because we were talking about this before. We were talking about like folklore, Native American folklore stories. I did some research and apparently there's like it's kind of taboo for people to do Native American stories for 2 reasons. One, they don't want to disrespect Native Americans, tell the stories wrong. So like the not really cultural appropriation, but like it's not our story to tell, let someone else tell it. The other half of that is that some of those stories, it's taboo for them to tell. It's almost like when they say you can't release a movie about ghosts in China or whatever it is because they're superstitious and they won't go see it. Like I've read that that's a part of it too, which is why if a movie is done with a Wendigo or, hey, what's up, Jeff Liffman? With a Wendigo or shapeshifter or something like that, that even talking about those things in that folklore is like bringing bad juju upon yourself. So there you go, Rich Dow. That's apparently why they don't do many movies like that. Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think.
I do disagree with that though. Like as far as, not making movies about Native Americans because it's their story. That's like telling like Ridley Scott he can't make Napoleon because like a French director should do it, like. And again, obviously I'm not comparing like France to what the Native Americans went through, but France went through hell too, like they've throughout history. So,
Billie Eilish should produce a Wendigo movie. Yeah, that's her make good.
I didn't realize she was that tall. She's pretty tall, man. I had no idea.
Is she?
I saw her. Yeah, there was a clip of her walking her dog. She looked like a fucking giant.
Well,
she wasn't standing next to anybody though, so maybe it was just an angle. But she looked pretty tall. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, but you consider anybody over like 5'6" tall.
Well, that is for a woman. Hell yeah, dude. 5'6". Fuck out of here.
It's like normal size. This says
Google
says she's 5'3".
Yeah, 5'3" is normal size, bro. 5'6" is tall, man. For a woman?
Bullshit.
Yeah. Nah, 5'6"
like the average. That's like the average.
I wouldn't even. I don't think I've even hugged a woman that was above 5'3", bro. It's fucking crazy. 5'6"
That's wild.
is insane.
Do you have any idea how small 5'3" is to me?
But you got to keep in mind, you're also much taller than me. So like 5'6" for you is still acceptable. I'm 5'8", bro. I don't want a girl that's 5'6". To my eyebrows, nah, man. I don't want that. I need them.
Expand your horizons.
No. Oh, no, I'd rather not. Maybe next lifetime, man. I'm not expanding anything. You know, if I expand my horizons, man, it won't expand down there, bro. It'll just, it's not gonna work out, bro.
Oh my God, you're wild. Well, Drew says Mexican directors don't do movies about La Llorona because they don't want that shit haunting it. That's what I'm talking about. That's the other side of that Wendigo type of shit. Dirk, B Show, 6'2" woman is too short for him. Kayfabe, brother. Kayfabe. Yeah, Rich Dow's wife's 5'6". Drew's is 5'4". My girl's 5'4".
How tall are you?
Me?
No, Rich Dow.
Oh.
That's how tall he is. Yes, Don Stoney says 5'2". Yeah, I'm used to like 5 foot, 5'2", 5'3". I mean, most of my exes were like 5 foot. I think the shortest I've dated was technically a midget. She was like 4'9", 4'10".
4'9".
Yeah, she was like literally like a midget.
Jesus
I've banged
Christ.
two technical midgets, man.
Oh my God.
The one I didn't realize because I was like, she's just like so normal. And then after we got done the first time, she was putting her clothes on, and I looked at her from behind, and I was like, her head's kind of big for her body. I was like, I don't know, man. Is she a midget? Did I just fucking midget?
Hornswoggle.
That's fucking midget, bro.
Oh, you Peter
I
Dinklage
had
in a
like a
wig.
reality check, right? I swear to God, man. I called him my friend right afterwards because he knows her. I was like, was she a midget, bro? He was like, I don't think so. She's just like super tiny. I'm like, yeah, that's what I thought, man, until I saw her naked. And I didn't realize it when we had sex, but like from behind, when she was putting her clothes on, I realized like her head's kind of big for her body. And then I was like, how tall are you? And she said either 4'9" or 4'10". And I was like, you're like right on the cusp of technically being like actual midget. It's crazy.
How much tequila did you drink that night?
Huh?
How much tequila did you drink that night? You couldn't tell until you saw the size of her head.
I was sober, bro. I mean, we smashed like probably 6-7 times. It happened more than once. It's easy to move around, man.
Oh yeah. That's cool. But like, did you not realize it until they wouldn't let her get on like the carnival ride when you guys went? I know that's kind of.
No, I realized it when she did the spinneroonie on me. That's when I realized it. 5 times.
You had to help her up onto the couch. Is that it?
I would have to, man. I was like, I had to, help her out, just like a stepping stool,
You put the dog stool, the dog steps.
Yeah.
For the climb.
Yeah, she was crazy too, man. I found out she had like this disorder where it was like a detachment personality disorder, some shit like that, where she like detaches from reality and she just like turns into like a different person. Because out of nowhere, she just got like real weird, and I was like, yo, what is up with you? You're weird as shit, man. What's up with you? And she told me, and then she was like crying, and she was like, I'm sorry, I just like when this happens, I just can't be around like people. And I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna distance myself because this shit sounds crazy, and I did not sign up for this, man. So yeah, that was the end of that. Never spoke to her again.
Oh my God, yeah, no shit. You got to stay off of Facebook dating. I'm telling you.
I don't have Facebook anymore, bro. Shit is chalked.
That might be the best thing that ever happened to your penis.
I'm on Tinder and fucking Hinge now, man. I don't know how much better that is.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Hinge and Tinder seem somewhat legit. Facebook dating always reminded me of like going to Facebook Marketplace to find quality stuff,
It's, I don't know, man. I'm so scared now because like I don't even know nowadays. There's a bunch of dudes on there, and you gotta be careful nowadays, bro. Got to be very careful.
Yeah,
especially if they're Asian. If they're Asian, bro, you better be careful.
One of them lady boys by mistake.
Well, I'm saying because they got small frames, so you can't tell really. So you got to like be real careful with like some of the Hispanics and the Asians. You got to be very, very, very careful.
Can't escape it.
Yeah,
oh my
man.
God.
You could tell when it's when it's like an Irish dude or an Italian dude. You can't escape the shoulders, man. I can tell. But if you're like from Thailand or something and you got a smaller frame, once after the surgeries, it's you gotta be careful out here, bro. You gotta be careful.
Oh my
There's
God.
not enough. There's not enough pauses that can bring you back to life after that, man.
Oh Lord.
But back to what we were saying, the Ring and The Fly, I think should be under A24. Is there any that you can think of?
Not off the top of my head. Like The Fly would be great because like if they did a series, like because here's my thing about it. I know some people hate the turning horror movies into series, and I guess a movie like Halloween that takes place over one night, that's probably better for a movie. Even Friday the 13th, I guess it's okay because they're stretching out the lore and showing his mom and shit like that. But like The Fly would be great because it's like the body horror transformation shit. Like you could take your time with that, and
Right.
each episode could almost like be a different phase for that. So I think that's perfect for that type of thing. But I don't know. Like I think the door is wide open for A24 because even though I think surreal, I mean that doesn't mean. Yeah, they already did Hellraiser too, right?
You're saying they remade it? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah, because didn't A24 produce the Hellraiser movie for Hulu?
No, that was
I
Fox.
thought they did. Was it Fox?
No, it was
Okay,
Fox.
I was thinking A24 was involved for some reason.
No, I think they're doing that Friday the 13th and Texas Chainsaw. That's it. Which is kind of crazy. They're doing Friday the 13th, right? I'm not making that up. That was a thing, right?
Yeah, it's Crystal Lake. It's going to be on
Yeah.
Peacock.
Okay. So if they're doing both of those, that's kind of a shocker, man. I never saw that coming. Hey, man, it happens, man. They sometimes just fall on you and you can't help it, dude. They just fall out the sky and they land in your lap, bro. Just happens sometimes.
Oh my god, that would be our Spitball Media version of. Never mind. I'm not even going to go there. What the fuck? Oh shit.
Hey, man, I don't discriminate, man. As long as I don't know if I could do below 410, 4.9, but that's acceptable to me. As long as you don't got a bobblehead, we're good.
That's what I'm saying. I kept imagining like Peter Dinklage, like Wee Man from Jackass, just fucking hopping
No,
off
she wasn't.
the bed.
She wasn't like that. No, she wasn't like that. Like her legs and stuff were like normal size. It was just her head was a little bigger than I expected, and it wasn't even like I noticed it normally. It was just afterwards. I was like, oh, what the fuck? Yep.
Oh my god.
Hey man,
Look,
don't knock
you
it till you try it, man. I'm telling you, man. Get you a midget. It's all good.
Lord, I'm
Or
married,
two.
so I must plead the
You know?
fifth.
Well, next lifetime, go for a midget, bro.
That is like
You only live
so.
once.
That is like so opposite of my playbook.
Oh yeah, because you like the Amazonian fucking WNBA big-footed ass bitches.
Yeah, I would.
Size 13. Oh
Jeez.
man,
Okay,
got athlete's foot and shit.
You're telling me to go for midgets and shit the next time around. So
Yeah, man.
bobbleheaded dwarves with the stubby finger. Yeah.
Drew Yorker, this is hilarious because this is
Little
exactly how I
whorehouse on the prairie. You pay
basically a Funko Pop with a nice body, man, and a big head. That's basically what it was.
Oh
You
my
know?
god.
Yeah.
Lord.
It's funny because
almighty.
I don't want to say her name, but I had it's a very common name, so I had two other girls with the same name in my phone, and I put her under midget name, just so I could tell the difference. So
You put
I have
under
her
midget
as a
name?
contact. Yeah, I put like her name, and then I put midget, so I know which one is her.
I bet she loved that.
She doesn't. She never knew. Never found out.
Oh my god. Fuck. Claudia.
You know
What's
what else?
Claudia? Sorry, go ahead.
Who?
Hulk
Claudia?
Hogan said Claudia. I don't know. Oh, Vanessa, Claudia, Sage.
Oh, he's guessing the names, like common names. No, it's none of those.
Oh.
No, it's a much more common name. I've actually, it's the name that I've dated the most. I've had 3 of them in my lifetime. I'm sure you can probably guess. It's not very hard to guess.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Oh my god.
Fun times, man. I'm telling you though, man, it's fucking bizarre being like without social media, but like I have so much more time now, and all I do is argue with people on Twitter. But I feel like I should be, a little bit more useful with my time, but I can't help it. But dude, it's so weird, like just not being on social media, not having any clue of what's coming out, what's happening.
My social media with people on Twitter though, that is social media.
Yeah, but on Twitter, it's like my algorithm on Twitter is completely different than what I'm used to because I was never on Twitter. You know what I mean? So I only joined Twitter again just out of desperation because I didn't have any other outlets. So my Twitter is literally 99% the algorithm of Iran. So that's all I see. So I'm not in that like movie and music and funny clips. Like those are the things that I kind of miss because that was my Instagram and stuff. It still had that history in the algorithm, so I'd still get some of that sprinkled in. Whereas now on Twitter is like, this is all this guy wants, so let's just give him this. So I have no clue what the fuck's going on other than that. I haven't seen an animal clip, man. My algorithm was half pugs before. I haven't seen a pug clip in a month and a half. Rich Dow, send me some pug clips, man. Is that what you sent me on Twitter, man? Send me some pugs, bro. Help my algorithm out. My algorithm is just covered in death right now.
Yeah, dude, he was trying for a while to get you guys to start a pug cult together. Like he was going to be the Pittsburgh chapter.
Not to get back on my dumb dating shit, but that used to be my I used to mess with like girls that I met like recently, and I used to tell them like, hey, like my life goal is to start a cult, and I'd love to have it be 12 women that live with me, and we all pray to my pugs, and we have like a pug statue. And then we can all bang underneath it. And I would just see how they would react to it. And like 99% just thought it was fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But I could kind of gauge whether like I could get along with them as far as like humor, or if they just thought I was actually like insane and I might like kidnap them, or if they were just like, oh, this dude's retarded. It's either you think I'm going to kidnap you or this dude is retarded and we're going to have a great time having sex because retards are usually good at,
Oh my God, dude. Oh, what the fuck happened to this show?
You guys gave me too much
good at
talk tonight, man. This is what happened.
You said you're good at it. Like, do you know from experience? Is that the personal story?
Well, no. I mean, you get compliments. Some people can just slang it, bro. You're just either given or not.
Oh my God. No, I think I misunderstood a word you said. It sounded like you said.
I think you misunderstand me. I said you have two options. You either are going to get kidnapped or you're going to have a great time of your life because this dude is retarded, and usually retarded people will give you good dick.
I heard correctly. Okay. I wouldn't know.
Well, I mean, it's just like it's the stereotype, bro. It's all the bums and all the retards in the world. Why do you think they have couches to sleep on? Because they're dicking them down good, bro. It's just common sense.
True.
It's like natural.
That's true.
All the weirdos in the world
resemble that.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean by retards. It's like people that just have nothing to contribute other than dick.
I thought you were.
No, I wasn't saying I got fucked by retards, and that's not what I was saying. B Show. I was saying,
dude, you're talking about midgets. I'm just trying to clarify and keep track, man.
I didn't get banged by retarded midgets, man. It's not what happened.
Oh my God.
Yeah, a retarded Iranian midget would be the trifecta. Well, I don't know if I want to, depends on your definition of retarded, man. If you got anxiety on steroids, you could be considered almost autistic, quite a few of those. I'm pretty sure I dated somebody that was like borderline autistic, didn't know it until years later. I'm sure, again, you can guess who it is, but I was like, it's like a lot of the signs are there, man. I don't know, man. She picks at herself when she gets nervous. She doesn't comprehend anything. She just looks good, and it's just funny. And I was like, I've never really met a girl that was that hilarious. I was like, I wonder why. Maybe she
wasn't being funny. It's just her way,
Yeah, that's why I was so into it, because she was naturally funny. I was like, this girl's hilarious. And then, like, years later, I'm like, this bitch ran me up the wall, man, drove me insane. And I'm like, maybe she was autistic. Maybe maybe she was slightly autistic and we just didn't know it. You know?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Drew Yari, it'd be funny if Shaheen turned to the left and yelled, all 12 of you shut up. Yeah, like, that's the thing is, a harem of 12 women. Like, my wife always jokes around, like, my phone will ring, she'll be like, oh, that's your girlfriend? It's like, dude, one of you is enough. I don't know how dudes are, like, serial cheaters that have multiple relationships at once.
Coke Hogan says, so she slapped herself around during foreplay. No, but the craziest thing, I know we're getting ready to wrap it up, but since we're on nonsense right now, we can finish it off on nonsense. The craziest thing I've ever heard was this girl that was from New Jersey. I was talking to her on Facebook, and I was just like, bullshitting with her on the phone. So I was asking her, I was like, yo, like, what are some of like your fantasies? Like, what's some of your turn-ons? Because I was trying to sneak in there to ask her, like, oh, like, you have ugly feet? Because if you do, I ain't traveling to New Jersey. Don't waste my gas. Like, I'm gonna tell you what I'm into, but I need to know what you're into. And then so I told her, and she was like, oh, that's not that weird. That's like kind of like regular shit now. I kind of expect that. And she was like, well, you're probably gonna think I'm crazy because what I like is, I've no one's ever done it to me, but like it's straight up my fantasy. And she wants a loaded gun in her mouth during sex, and I was like, yeah, not gonna happen. I was like, yeah, it's probably not gonna happen. Definitely not gonna happen. Yeah, that's what she wanted. She was like, yeah, I've never been able to convince anybody, and I'm not asking you because I don't even know you, but you asked a question. If we ever get to that level of trust, that's like my ultimate dream. I was like, yeah, definitely not happening. And yeah, never took that trip to New Jersey because I'm definitely not putting a gun in somebody's mouth to get them turned on, bro. That's fucking insane.
Oh, you said New Jersey?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not.
Does it make sense now? Yeah. It makes sense now. She was a Jersey girl. Yeah, it's you ever see the movie Jersey Girls? It's very misleading. That's not what they're like, man. They're way crazier.
Yes.
Go watch the Kevin Smith movie. It's not accurate. They are batshit crazy.
Oh my God. Gun in the
Drew,
mouth.
you heard me correct. You heard me correct, sir. That's exactly what I said.
I got to be careful. I knew someone who told me that they had this is no one in my current life right now. They were a friend a long time ago. But they told me their thing was like they would have their boyfriend at some random time of the day break into their house and like hide in a closet and wait for them to come home from work and then just bust out at some random time and like take them down.
Take it. Yeah.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I didn't want to mention it, but I've had somebody else ask that. Not exactly like that, but she said she wants it taken. And I was like, yeah, definitely not comfortable with that either. No, thank you. I thought you guys were like into like semi-normal shit. Like, I'll suck on your toes, I'll put a butt plug in you. I'm not getting that crazy, I'm not sneaking out of the closet. Like, you're not gonna case me up, lady, Like, case me up.
Anytime you're asking me to commit a felony, I think I'm out.
Yeah, exactly, dude. You're not gonna case me up over here and fucking set me up. Absolutely the fuck not. That's why anytime I ever recorded a girl too. Yeah, see, there you go. Anytime I recorded a girl too, which like used to be my thing, I would always make sure that they talk into the camera. Talk into the camera. I need you to be very aware that you're being recorded. I would even mention it on there. Like look at the camera.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
that's right. You had a recording thing going on. Yeah.
Yeah, because I recorded a bunch. So make sure you say it on the camera that you're aware of the camera. Just got to be careful, man. I've seen people get cased up for different things when people are on bad terms later on. So can't be too careful.
Dude, I am so glad I'm not single right now. That's all I've got to say.
It's wild out there, man. It's wild. What used to be freaky in like 2000, man, is like super regular now. It's like the most regular shit, which is like really disgusting. Because if you're single, man, like girls are out here like eating butt cheeks. It's like, dude, what are you guys doing out here, man? Like, I don't even want to kiss anybody anymore. It's like, how many butts have you ate? Like, what the fuck, man? Times have changed, bro.
I used to see people say that on social media all the time. Someone would post a picture of like a wrestler chick or a celebrity, and they're like, "Oh, I'd eat that as like groceries." And it's like, are you guys really doing that, or is it just something that people say now? But apparently, it's happening a lot.
Coke Hogan says it's a Patreon show that's not a Patreon show. Exactly, man. It's a little off the cuff show. I prefer these type of shows, man. To be honest with you, I just like having conversations. I don't particularly like going through like topics. I'd rather just bullshit. I have a lot more fun doing that. You know, if we didn't bullshit, we wouldn't be talking about hanging out in closets and recording with consent and midgets and retards slanging it and all kinds of good shit. You know,
I just feel bad that I don't have a whole lot to contribute to the conversation. That's all. I mean, it's fun listening to you, but
you've been married. You know.
Yeah, I know.
That's a great reason not to have any stories. You know.
Yes, because if I had stories, then it would have to be with somebody else. I mean, but I seriously, like, my brother is divorced. I don't even know if he's dating, and I don't blame him, because between dodging midgets and undercover dicks and shit, I don't know. And the deep fake thing, the deep fake and AI shit, like, that stuff's starting to get scary too. You know, I saw a reel the other day that was all AI, and I had to actually take a double take because, you know, it was like, wow, that I thought that was real video for a second. I don't like for the first time now, I can't blame like these old lonely dudes on Facebook who get fooled by AI, because it's starting to get that good.
Yeah, no, that's true. Here, I want to share one last thing before we wrap it up.
This is the
No,
book
because
of
it's crazy.
The book of Shah.
No, because it's crazy, dude. I legitimately thought like these were like fake, because I just assume everything that's crazy that I see is AI now. But have you seen the snow in Russia?
No.
This is fucking real, bro.
Holy shit.
I thought this was all AI. This is all real.
Well, that looks real.
No, the rest of it is real too, bro. Look it up. It's fucking real. This is crazy. This is real.
Holy shit. That looks like that day after
The
tomorrow.
snow's up to the 20th floor. You can't even see the street anymore. People are skiing down what used to be an avenue.
Какой ужас происходит?
Look at this shit.
God.
Yeah, just look, they're sledding from their windows 17 stories up.
How are you going to get back up?
Bro, this is all real. Look at this. How crazy is that?
Oh my God.
7th floor, bro. This is 7th floor. What the fuck, man?
That is nuts.
How insane is that, man?
Well, yeah. At least we don't have to worry about that walking through the city. Yeah, Jeff Lippman says Russia sucks.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I didn't say it.
Okay, Rich Dow. Why do you think people bang people at work? It's easier and almost feels safer. I used to be a serial work banger. Wow.
I think it's because you build that connection. You have all these hours to spend together, 40 hours a week at least. Safe getaway. It's convenient. Both of you are probably in the same book. Both are probably with somebody else, you know, just looking for something on the side. Both are going to be quiet.
Yeah. Unhappy in some ways, not getting something, and then you know, something happens, and because I think that's a part of it too. Like, you go home, you live with someone, they see the best and the worst of you. You're at work, right. They're seeing like the best you got, unless it's a bad day.
That's true.
So it's like super romanticized. I wonder how many affairs that happen at work where the relationship continues, how many of those end up splitting up. That'd be a good question to find out.
Drew York says he worked at SeaWorld and everybody was banging there. Dude, I would love to bang at SeaWorld. I would love that. Yeah, I feel like you just exposed me to a new fetish, man. I just found out something I like that I didn't even know about. I want to bang at SeaWorld now, bro.
You want to bang at SeaWorld next to the tank. The dolphins come up and high five you when you go by.
Yeah, it'd be a good vibe, man. You know,
underwater with a snorkel.
Yeah, exactly. Dude, you're surrounded by wetness. You're like an island. You know, you're in wetness, surrounded by wetness. How much better can life get?
It'd be like being in a giant pussy. Yeah, you're onto something.
That's what I'm saying. You're literally in wetness and you're surrounded by wetness. You're engulfed in a vagina.
We're gonna start crossing streams here eventually. Anyway, RD, you talking about Jermaine? What do you mean, Jermaine? He talking about Jermaine?
Well, his co-host.
Oh,
Rich Dow's co-host.
Gotcha. Oh shit, yeah. I caught that out of context. Juriari, everyone in every department was banging. Yeah.
Where were you at, man? Were you getting in on the action, or did you miss out? What's happening, man? You can't tease
Yeah,
it.
see,
You gotta
okay.
let us know what you were doing.
Oh, here we go. Drew says I'd show up to work and people banging in their car before the shift starts. So now, to me, that sounds like a waste. If you're at a place like SeaWorld, why are you fucking in the parking lot?
Yeah, that's a complete waste, bro. That's a wasted opportunity right there.
Derek, big sugar walls, right, Shaheen? Yeah.
I don't know about big walls, but you know. Oh, he's talking about Russia. I thought you were talking about vaginas.
No, big sugar walls. You said being in the water. I said it'd be like being surrounded by a giant vagina.
I think he's talking about the Russia, the big sugar walls. That's what he's talking about. Snow.
Oh.
I think.
I think that's slang for something else.
I don't know. Tell us, Dirk, before we wrap it up. Let us know. Were you talking about vagina or snow? Talking about Russian snow, or were we talking about SeaWorld vagina?
Drew met his wife there. She was one of the few ones that wasn't a hoe. So, okay, he found a good girl because only he and her were the ones that weren't fucking around. And now Don Stoney's calling you Shamu.
There you go. He was talking about vagina. All right.
Yeah.
There you go. I thought sugar walls. I just thought the snow made sense too.
Nah, sugar walls is a term.
No.
I think we should take this episode off of YouTube and just publish it to the Patreon. And anyone
this is your Patreon show.
It would not have a free show this week.
Well, we had the most retarded episode that we've ever had, so hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You know, and I did do that Iran Revolution Q&A yesterday, was it? I posted it. I think yesterday. No, 2 days ago, maybe 2 days ago. So if you haven't checked it out, I answered everybody's questions. If you got any more questions, you can comment them on there, and I'll do another one in a couple of weeks. And I'll probably put up another post if you guys got any additional questions. I'd be happy to answer.
All right.
But yeah, man, I appreciate you guys tuning in.
Yeah, we'll be back next week. Q&A. Dirk said nice Q&A, by the way, to you.
Appreciate it, man.
But I don't have the plugs on us. Obviously, check out Rich Dow, check out Cleric of Chaos' show, check out Drew Yari Experience, check out Wrestling Soup and Don Tony, the Minorities Report.
Cheating death.
Yeah.
Is there anything else?
That's all I can think of off the top of my head. But thank you guys for checking us out tonight and hanging with us. This was an interesting episode. I'm always amazed by the stories that Shah tells of his sexual escapades, and I just sit here and wonder with nothing to share. So,
hey man, I didn't go Diddy style, man. I didn't have anybody rub on my nipples or any weird shit, so we're all good.
Well, no, it's cool because it's like when my cousins used to tell all the dangerous, crazy stories, and I got to like have fun and hear about them, but I didn't have to risk my life. So I kind of feel the same way here.
Just wait till I go back to Iran and Iran is liberated and all these women have rights. That's when you're gonna get the craziest stories, bro.
Oh my god, you're gonna have to start a travel fucking channel.
Imagine that though. Everyone gets freedom. You know, everyone's gonna want to bang, bro. They were getting slaughtered for banging. You think everyone's not gonna want to bang?
But wait a minute, you don't think they're doing that behind closed doors already?
Of course they are, but it's mostly anal. To be honest with you, girls get done anally so they can keep their periods. So you know, so they can pretend like they're virgins when they get married. So husband can be happy.
Gotcha. Okay. All right.
Yeah. That's what they do. So they fucking. That's just backdoor style, you know. But hey, man, free the vaginas, man. Yeah, free the vaginas. Free Ron.
Go over there, be on the bleeding edge of that, but that's probably not the right choice of words. But all right, man, we're out of here.
Sugar walls around the world, man. From Russia to Ukraine to Iran to Thailand. Free all the sugar walls, you know.
Except for Russia and all that fucking snow. Fuck that.
Yeah. Hey, man, I'm trying to bang in that snow, man. That's another thing I'm trying to do.
That's Shah's next fetish after he moves on and gets bored of SeaWorld. He's going to go fuck at the North Pole.
Slide down from the 7th floor, man. Slide down inside it. From
right
the 7th
into
floor. Right down. Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
Oh, my God. It's called the Iranian luge.
Yeah, man. Be knee deep in snow and vagina at the same damn time, man. You know?
Oh, my God.
Exactly.
All right. We're out of here. Sorry, what's that?
Just saying free the V. Peace sign and V at the same damn time.
Oh, I thought you were on to another fetish now. But all right, that's it. We're out of here. See you guys.
Peace.